Lonely Attack on the Different World, web novel, chapter 76. Can't I put them on a chain? Day 31, The Faraway Labyrinth, 80th floor. I got tired of retorting. Well, I got Heavenly Sword of the Gathering Clouds, Sword of Kusanagi, Divine Sword eradicates evil, power, speed, dex, luck 30% up, and question marks. But it seems that the avatar of avarice, Armored Prez-san, doesn't want it. Could it be because she is a skeleton? But she doesn't seem to have any problems with blessings or holy attribute items. Could it be that she is pretty picky? She might be picking by the appearance. For now, her equipment all looks pretty cool. So by the design, one was supposed to get the holy sword here, and then use it for the battle on the lowest floor? It does look like it might cleanse the darkness. Yeah, going by the order of things, that seems to be the idea. Then don't drop me! It has 30% to every attribute, so let's put it into staff. This is the third item, so I have only 4 slots remaining, but why doesn't it get any heavier? Why doesn't the design change at all? With the black hood and the wooden staff, I simply look like a side character, even though the person beside me is wearing sexy silver armor. Next, the 79th floor, finally 70s floors. But to go home, I have to pass 79 more floors. I never heard of a hikikomori that can't go home. I feel like I barely even lived in that cave. And from the middle of it, I was staying in a tent in front of that cave. I'm not shutting in at all. I miss my new home in this world even more than I miss my home in the original world. Though at this point, I'm basically living in a dungeon, which is supposed to be a maze. Thanks to space perception, I'm not getting lost at all. What kind of maze is it if I don't even get lost once? I also want to have such moments in light novels such as, where should we go? Left? Right? Exploration wasn't supposed to be like this. After entering the dungeon, I first was walking in a straight path, and by the time I got to the supposed maze parts, I could already perfectly navigate through it with a combination of space perception and map. Not a hint of actual exploration or discovery. No, it's convenient, so I'm going to use them, but... And 79th floor, Spike Viper 79, a snake? Since it's a viper, it probably should have poison, but why does it have spikes? For better traction? Encountering snakes, or rather reptiles in general, the first thing I'd try is lowering the temperature, though I did the same thing with the fishes as well. They stop moving, or they can't move anymore? Maybe because they're in hibernation? I don't know, but for now they aren't moving. Then I walk around cutting off their heads, but they are so huge, easily over 10 meters. Swallow, strangle, choke. Does it really count as martial arts? At least according to the status page of Spike Vipers, they should be. Are they going to shout the skill name before each use? Shah! Getting strangled with that spiked body would probably be very painful. You'd get stabbed all over. But they are vipers, right? Like saw-scaled viper? They even have that chain-like pattern on them. So why spikes? Why no chains? Are they trying to show off their individuality? I'm unique and special, that kind of thing? In the end, everyone lost their heads while lying down without movement, turning into magic stones. They even had temperature sense, but couldn't do anything about the change in temperature. Their numbers were too much to deal with by using ice magic, but temperature magic had a considerable impact in a large area of effect. Could it be specialized in anti-reptilian magic? Fried snakes would probably sell really well, but the dungeon monsters disappear on death. It is probably a combination of effects from Kusanagi and Magic Katana, but the staff cuts really well. It could cut even with mana wrapping and packing alone, but this is a completely different level of sharpness. Kind of like a mere touch is enough for a cut, just what is this wooden staff going to become? Even though it began as a wooden stick? Even though it looks like a stick? Even though it still looks like a wooden stick? Even if I try to gracefully slash my opponents, it looks like I'm simply clubbing them. Not graceful at all. Next is floor 78, huh? Levels 40, probably impossible. I might be able to handle levels 30. But since there are so many of them, maybe level 20s? Which means that for 50 more floors, I won't be able to fight properly, even though it's a dungeon? Okay, who is living on the next floor? Vanish Wolf, level 78, just a normal wolf. Does this world even have a concept of monster girls? I'm yet to see even a hint of that. If I find them, I might be unable to beat them, but taming is another matter, though I'd probably get scolded for that later, and I'm probably bound to get scolded for Skeleton-san. Now, vanish, vanishment. I'm not getting tricked by that. There's no way a monster that disappears or evaporates on its own would exist. It will certainly pop up somewhere else after that. No doubt. This is for certain. Otherwise, they would probably be long gone due to their own skills. They are probably going to vanish when I try to attack them and then reappear when they attack. What a pain. Well, since they are level 78, I won't be able to win even if they don't vanish. There are 80 of them and the whole pack has the cooperation skill. A team attack from 80 wolves. Nope. No. Vinegar. I spread, scatter, and spray it. I wonder if one cask will be enough. Use packing to hold on to it and wind magic to scatter. On one hand, I'm glad that I bought it. On the other, it feels like a waste. Well, it's not like it's that pricey, and I can buy it any time. After cornering them, I scatter a powder made from paralyzing mushrooms. Doesn't feel like a waste at all. Have as much as you want. Pepper would be wasteful, so I'll keep it for now. It's the last resort. Cornered and covering their noses with front paws, with tears in their eyes, they are then finished off by Armand Prez. It hurts my heart doing this to cats or dogs, but they definitely would have gone for a chomp on my head. Their vanish ability seems to last only 2 or 3 seconds, and they are immediately mowed down after reappearing. I keep on scattering vinegar. I'm quite sure that there aren't many people that go to the dungeon to do this. I also kill cornered wolves with Ice Needle, and then corner another group and repeat the process. The whole floor smells sour. It's beginning to sting my eyes. I can't stay in such a sour dungeon, although it was I who made it this way.